Okay, you guys, we are here in Prep Week, and I want to do a brief review with you guys on the 5 levels of business. In the free series, we went over each of these 5 levels, and this is a brief refresher. The reason the 5 levels are so important is that in order to understand where you want to go, you have to first identify where you are. And I've broken this concept down into 5 different stages of business. The 5 stages are pre-launch, presence, publish, promote, and prime. There are certain characteristics of each level of business. I'm going to get into more specific details for each level to help you determine where you are. It's also possible that you'll find yourself saying, I feel like I'm between levels, or I've got parts of level 1 or level 3, and this is totally normal. Very rarely are people actually all in a specific level. Let's start by talking about pre-launch. At this stage, your business is a hobby, idea, or dream. You are likely making less than $1,000 a year. You are the only employee, and your struggle is existence. You need to start to find your voice and define your values. Those things are all up in the air. You're in the process of researching your customer market. You have to do a lot of technical stuff like register your domain, start thinking about email list providers, collecting email addresses, registering social media accounts, legally forming your business, and getting bank accounts set up and details like business insurance and things like that. Level 2 is presence. During this stage, you're experiencing high personal productivity, but very little planning. Your income levels increased from $1,000 to $2,000. Maybe you're at that a month instead of a year. You're still the only employee though, and your struggle here is survival. Because you're wearing so many hats, you're going to feel very burned out in this stage, and you're going to start questioning if you should even be doing this whole business thing. You'll find yourself in the process of audience surveys, identifying your unique value proposition, getting your Google Analytics installed on your website, maybe even creating a website, getting an editorial calendar set up, honing your voice on social media, and establishing a budget. The 3rd level is publish. In this level, it's all about the business. You've got income coming in. This could be like $2,500 a month. It could be like $50,000 a year. And you've made enough money to hire a part-time assistant. Your struggle at this stage is going to be profitability, and you need to master your to-do list to introduce efficiencies into your schedule, which will translate into economies of scale and margin for your business. In this stage, you'll find yourself in the process of finalizing your key messages, researching keywords. You might be struggling with consistently sharing content on blog or social media channels, and you're going to be working at growing your following, establishing your processes, and creating a culture. You're going to need an employee handbook. The 4th level is promote. At this stage, you're going to be trying and testing all kinds of different systems, campaigns, things like that. You've got consistent income, $50,000 a year to $250,000 a year, more than 1 employee, 2 to 5 probably. Your struggle at this stage is going to be resources, and not necessarily financial resources. There might be more ideas than time or energy at this point. So you're going to struggle with finding the right people for the job and getting them plugged into your team. You're going to be in the process, during this stage, you'll be in the process of clarifying your vision, working on your leadership style as your team grows, making sure your style fits the organization. You're going to be working on engaging customers, implementing search engine optimization on your website, segmenting and nurturing your email list with regular emails, sticking to a regular editorial calendar, doing monthly accounting and sales check-ins. The final level is prime. In this stage, everything is even-paced and stable. You have really good 6-figure income consistently, more than 5 employees probably, but your struggle is going to be return on investment. It is very easy at this stage for expenses to spiral out of control and to see margins get extremely narrow. During this stage, you'll be in the process of staying engaged with your business. As your team has grown, it's going to be easier for you personally to disconnect. You're going to want to remember to build in feedback loops with your customers so that you're getting consistent feedback. You're also going to want to work on making sure your content is consistent, your messaging is consistent and high value. You may want to work on implementing affiliate offerings, doing collaborations, And in terms of a team building perspective, you want to start making sure that you're doing employee reviews and that culture stays strong. Now, I've got a quiz for you here about which stage of business you feel like you are in. Again, it's okay and perfectly normal to be between levels or to feel like you have parts of each level that you need to work on. The worksheet for this is a great frame of reference for you to keep and reference as your business grows. It'll give you some key tasks and metrics that you can look at and review at each level. And also on it, you'll see that there are a few recommendations for things that you should focus on as the business owner, as well as some books to read. I hope it's helpful for you. In the next video, we're going to talk about doing a quick systems audit, and I think you're really going to like it. I'll see you there.